Hi and welcome back to Marketing Gems. This week is all about how to create brand guidelines for your own business. Now, since working with self-employed business owners, I've come to realise that they all lack something, and that something are brand guidelines. They're so easy to create and they're so essential for your business that I thought it was worth creating a video to explain what brand guidelines are, why you need them for your business, and then how to create one for your business. So what are brand guidelines? Well, brand guidelines is essentially a document that contains all your brand essence and style. That includes everything from logos, markers, fonts, styles, and pictures and images. Brand guidelines are also known as the brand Bibles and brand style guides, but they all basically mean the same thing. So why does your business need a brand guideline? Well, brand guideline is all about your business's personality. It's how you're recognised in the world. Now, let me use a person's persona as an example. If you know somebody who's very polished and slick, and you see them one day and they're quite unkempt and dirty, you would think that that was quite off and not true to who they are. Well, the same goes for your business. So having recognisable, consistent messages, consistent brand look and feel is really key if you want brand awareness and you want to be memorable in your customers' eyes. So how do you create a brand guideline for your own business? Well, if you head over to the Some Call Me Gem blog, you will see the full details, but I'll just give you some of the highlights. There are 5 main things you need to consider. 1, your logo and markers. When it comes to logo and markers, you need to think about how you're using them and when you're using them. So if you have a main logo and then a subsequent icon, when do you use the main logo and when do you use the icon? It's really important to define that so you are consistent. Number 2, it's about your font and your font sizes. So the amount of times I've seen a font on a company website that's then different on their social media posts is beyond me. So make sure you're consistent. We need to understand who you are as a brand. What's your brand essence about? If you have quite a fun, informal business and you're using a Times New Roman type font, then it's not really in keeping because it's too formal for you. So you really need to think about your styles. Number 3 is your colour palette. So knowing your colours is really key. If you've had a logo created for you, go back to your designer and ask them for the colour codes. This will make sure that you have the exact red, blue, whatever your colour might be for your business. So when you're recreating posts for social media, maybe using Canva for instance, that you can get the exact colours to match. Images and photography is number 4. It's really important to consider what type of persona, what type of feeling, what type of emotions you're instilling in people with the images that you're using. If you're constantly using memes, what does that say about your business? If you're constantly using black and white photos, what's that saying about your business? Making sure you're consistent and don't sway from that brand guideline in terms of your photography and your images that you're using is really key. And then the final point, number 5, is about your tone of voice. So your brand guidelines, yes, it's about your style and your brand essence, but it's also about the way you talk and the way you write. So having a particular style, whether you write in third or first person, whether you write informal or formally, whether you use acronyms or not, you need to decide what your tone of voice is and stick to it. I'd love to know, do you have brand guidelines for your business? Let me know. Tweet me at Some Call Me Gem or find me on Facebook under Marketing Gems. That's it for this week's Marketing Gems. I hope you're enjoying the series. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and I'll see you next time.